Welcome back, Turners. Well, it's another wonderful warm day in my shop, and I'm going to be turning a bowl today from this olive wood. I've had this olive wood drying out in my shed for a couple of years, and today I'm going to see if I can find a rice bowl or something shaped like a rice bowl in this blank. So I'm going to go ahead and get things started for mounting and take it to the lathe. So let's get started. Alright, Turners, I think you can see the shape, overall shape I'm going for here. It's kind of that traditional rice bowl shape. The wood is still a little wet, even after 2 years. So I'm kind of trying to treat this one as a wet turning to some degree. Got a couple of knots in here to contend with. This olive is smelling really incredible. Got this little inclusion up here. I'm going to probably take something contrasting like bloodwood or Paduke shavings and fill these just to give it a little bit of a contrast. And I'm going to leave it on the chuck. As I do that, I'll take this off the lathe and do these repairs, and then we'll finish up the bottom of the bowl. Alright guys, well, you can see I've used that Paduke sawdust to fill in the cracks and the knots. So I use that and a little super glue on there. I've got to cut it a little deeper anyway, so that should clean up pretty nice, and then I can move to finishing the outside of the bowl. Well, Turners, here it is with a little bit of sanding. Well, all the sanding completed through 600 grit. and you can see those filled in nicely, the knots filled in nicely with that Paduk. And this has also been covered with a sanding sealer. So I'm going to let that sit a bit, and then I'm going to hit it with some Tripoli Ultra Shine and Shallow Wax Cream, and then it'll be ready to turn over. I don't know if you can see the little decorative stuff I put on the foot in there. I'll show that to you once I get this thing completed. So. Alright, turners, well, the bottom of the bowl has now been treated with shallow wax, and the finish is really nice. Feels good. I'm going to turn this around now and start hollowing out the inside of the bowl. Alright, turners, I've got the inside of the bowl finished. You can see I had a couple cracks show up on the inside as well, same as the ones from the outside. Had a little bit of work to do up here around the rim to fill in some knots. There's another knot over here. So I used Paduk sawdust on all of those, and it gave it a really nice natural color when I used the super glue or cyanoacrylic glue on there. Now I just have to sand it and go through the finishing, and this bowl will be done. Okay, turners, well, the bowl has now been sealed, and now I'm getting ready to do the Tripoli Ultra Shine and Shallow Wax Cream. Everything's sealed up pretty good, so we're going to move on to that, and we should be done. Well, turners, here's that completed bowl. Came out pretty nice. Have some nice figure up here along the edge. The cracks and the knots filled in nice. Took a nice finish. There's an interesting story behind this olive. I harvested this about 2 years or so back. It was from a really old large olive tree. You might have seen the video where I chunked it up into blanks. Anyway, the wood actually came from a school in a couple cities over, where they were getting rid of some what must have been like 80-year-old olive trees, and they were just massive, beautiful trees. So I think it's nice to give that olive some continued life. It's a really large rice bowl. It's got that nice rice bowl shape to it. It probably better suited as a candy dish at this size, though. So anyway, I do have my signature and the little decoration on the bottom. Otherwise, just kind of a plain bowl. Speaks for itself with all beautiful natural wood grain. So thanks to all the folks who've been following along, subscribing. If you like the video, remember to like it, share it, comment. And check out my channel. I've got a lot of subscriptions to some other awesome wood turners and woodworkers out there. So thanks again for joining, and see you for the next one.